Hello, welcome back to the wonderful Wasteland Fallout 4. It's been a bit of a long time coming, but we are going to take this settlement, the Starlight Drive-In, and we are going to make it into a settlement that's potentially able to get you the Benevolent Leader achievement. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to make a really simple, quick little settlement here. I'm going to scrap a lot of this stuff, and I'm going to start building a little bit, like a little tiny settlement. Just gives you the basic stuff that you need: food, water, defense, place to sleep, that type of stuff. I'm going to show you how easy it is to put that together, and I'll probably show you a hint or trick or something to get a little more caps later on. But yeah, what we're going to do in this video is just going to be your basic settlement. There was a bit of a time lapse there because I had to go back to Diamond City, get some more scrap and stuff to actually build the settlement up. But anyway, we're going to start with this settlement right here, right now. We already got the water pretty much cleared out, so I think the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to start putting food down. And this food will grow consistent food so long as you have somebody to attend to it. So we're going to put the food down, and then we're going to get a couple more things done. Then we're going to get some settlers to come over this way, and we're going to set one of them as a farmer. Now, for each of these potato plants that I'm putting down, they give you 0.5, so half of a unit of food. So to get 1 unit of food, you need to have at least 2 potato plants, and that equals 1 unit of food. You only need 1 unit of food per person. So if you have like a settlement with like 6 units of food, so that'd be about 12 potato plants. One person can farm all of that. So one person can farm up to 6 units of food. It could be the mute fruit trees, which you can only have 6 of them, or it can be 12 potatoes. The settler can do one or the other. I don't know why, but yeah, it's just how it works. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a water purifier in the middle of the water here, because of course for any type of settlement you're going to need some sort of water to make your settlers survive, of course. This water purifier takes 2 units of electricity. This little generator that I put down can make 3 units of electricity, and then this is the recruitment beacon. It only uses 1 unit of electricity. So if we have the 1 recruitment beacon and the 1 water purifier, we can put it all on the same generator. We'll have enough power for both units. I'm going to turn this on, and we're going to wait until there's at least 2 people in the settlement. I don't want to go any farther than 2 people in the settlement at this point. Later on, once I build the settlement up a little bit more, yeah, we'll get some more people to attend it. But as for right now, I just want 2 people. I'm going to put 1 person on farming, and I'm going to put another one attending a store of some sort. Probably we're going to start with like the general store to get scrap. Once you have a general store, you can buy a lot of the scrap up, and then every like 2 days their inventory restocks itself. And in theory, you'll pretty much have an unlimited amount of scrap that you can buy off of one of your store owners. To make this all work, we are going to put a building together. I think I'm just going to do a platform first, and I'm going to put a building that's already like a prefab building together to make it easy for anyone who's starting doing the settlement building and whatnot. A prefab building is just an easier way to go because you have the flooring, you have the ceiling, you have enough space for a couple beds or whatever. So we're going to start with that. And then we're probably going to put a little store or something hanging off of it. And then we'll get the store and the house put together. So yeah, I'm going to finish up this platform. Then I'm going to go to the wood. And I'm going to go to structures. And then I'm going to go to prefabs. So we got all this down. We do structure, we do the wood, and then we're just going to put the wooden structure on top of this platform here. So structures, wood, and prefabs. All right, now we're going to put this, we're going to use the big house, structure, wood, prefabs, and it's going to be the large shack. We're going to use that as like the main house. We're going to put beds and stuff in there, and then we're also going to put a bit of a store hanging off of it on the side. And we're just going to wait for people to kind of pile in so that we can assign them to specific jobs, and then we'll go from there. All right, I just looked at the people that I have in my settlement. You can see it on the top left over there. and we have 3 of them. So we're going to turn off this recruitment beacon, and then we're going to store it because we have one too many people already. And the way that I want to do this to make sure that you get benevolent leader a little bit easier is I only want 2 people in here. So I'm going to have to find the people. I'm going to have to move one of them to another one of my settlements, and then I'm going to keep the other 2. So this settler, we're going to move to Red Rocket, and then I'm going to find the other people, and I'm going to assign one of them to the potatoes over here. So I want you to be assigned to potatoes. So you highlight the person, then you click on the type of produce you want them to work on, and then we're going to go and we're going to make this store, and then we're going to find the other person and assign them to the store. For this store, I think I'm actually going to make like a manual store. So I'm going to start with just foundation, and then we're going to build up a store real fast. So we're going to go to wood. We're going to go to wood floors. We're going to go to foundation. We're going to choose the shack foundation floor. We're going to make like a square, rectangle, whatever. Easy shape to make. And then we're just going to put walls up on most of the sides. And then we're going to have a door, like an entrance and a ceiling. And then we're going to put the store inside this little building. And we're also going to add like stairs, something like that, to get into the building. And we're going to go from there. I wanted to show you making the building itself because I just did a prefab, and just to do like a quick building, that's all you really have to do is just do some sort of flooring. I suggest a foundation because the foundation levels out the floor, makes it easier to build on. And then you just take whatever store that you can. You need to have the local leader perk 2 to start putting stores into your settlements, but it's definitely worth it. So we're just going to put a couple different stores in here. And I'm going to put both a clinic, and I'm going to put the general store, because the general store will be there to start with buying up scrap and whatnot to make more things for the settlement, while the clinic builds up the happiness of your settlers a little bit quicker. So we're going to use both of them. I'm using the second tier of the stores right now. They should be good enough to get you to 100% happiness. I've done it before with a tier 2 store instead of a tier 3 store, but it takes a little bit longer. And like I said, in this video, we're just making the very basic video that you need to try to get the benevolent leader achievement. They have kind of fixed it over the years a little bit. It used to be a real pain it just took forever. And there's a video from a few years back where I tried to get the benevolent leader achievement for the first time, and I was grinding. I was playing this game for like hours. I think I was in the settlement, and I was sleeping, walking around, making sure everybody's okay. I had 6 freaking clinics and all this other stuff, tier 3 clinics, mind you, and it just took hours to grind to make it work. They changed that somehow in more recent years, so now we don't have to do that. So they made the benevolent leader achievement just a little bit easier with all the DLCs and whatnot that they added to the game. Right here, I'm just going to buy some more scrap, and we're going to start building some more stuff. I'm just going to speed up the rest of this because you don't really need to see this. And I'm done with the rant. We'll just go back to the base building, and you'll see me soon. Now that we have the store, the food, we need defense. And we already have the water yet, so we need defense. So I'm going to put up a couple turrets. I suggest just using the basic turrets. They give you about 5 defense apiece, and they use a lot less of the scrap than a lot of other stuff does. And what you want to do is you want to get your defense up as high as you can. I usually get it to about 100, but with 2 people, you should probably be okay with like 50 defense. I think that'd be more than enough for 2 people. And I'm just going to place these turrets around like the perimeter of the settlement. Until I run out of scrap to use. So you can see all the items all the scrap that you need right up there. You need steel circuitry, gears, and oil. Those are the pieces of scrap that you need to build these things. And once you have all the scrap items that you need, you'll be able to build them. As soon as you run out of something, like I just ran out of oil, we're done with the turrets as of right now until I get some more scrap. I got the defense up to 85, so that should be more than enough for 2 people. So I'm going to go and talk to this person. I'm going to go and see what type of scrap they have. I'm going to go and buy the scrap that I need. So you see right here, they have a whole bunch of shipments of this, that, and the other thing. Whole bunch of scrap. And I'm going to do what I've done in other videos. I'm going to use gold to buy this stuff, and I'm also going to probably show you a way to make some free caps once you have a store in your settlements. I'm going to speed through this because you've already seen this. We don't have to go through all this again. So I bought some more supplies that I needed to make some more turrets because, you know, I really do want to get these defense at 100. I know you don't have to, but I like to have it at least 100, just a personal thing. And I went into the main little room because there's a little bed in here with a skeleton. I don't want any of the settlers to actually sleep in this room because I don't know how good the ceiling is in this area. And if your settlers don't have a ceiling over their head, they're not going to be happy. And if they're not happy, you can't get them to 100% happiness. If you can't get them to 100% happiness, you can't get them benevolent leader achievement. So we're going to try to avoid that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the house, the prefabbed house, or put the beds in there. All right. And then also what I'm going to do, just as a precaution, is I'm going to make another layer of roof. Because I don't know, I know that these prefabs, they are a little bit open, but I don't think that they are labeled as open in the program. I think that they're labeled as having a roof, but I'm not 100% sure. So just to veer on the safe side, I'm going to put another roof on top of the roof that's already there. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the shack upper floors, because that gives you both a floor on top of the roof and a roof. Because they want you to have, the bottom part is the roof to the first level, and then the top part is the flooring to the second level. So yeah, I'm going to try a couple different things. I don't think this is the best way to do it, so I'm going to, you know, mess around a little bit, see if I can find a better way to put an extra roof on top of here. I'm going to speed through this because it's just me kind of fiddling around, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. So in just the interest of time, I cut out what I did to actually make this roof. I used the upper shack flooring, and then I put some pillars on that you get from either the farm or the warehouse DLC add-on, and this is all you need. So you got the beds, you got an extra roof, so you have a floor, you have the walls, you have roof, you have beds, you have water, you have food, you have a store. So this is all that you really need to try to get the benevolent leader achievement. I'm going to stop the video about here. It's just very basic how to, you know, get a settlement going to kind of get the min-max happiness, I suppose, is the best way to put it. But anyway, thanks for your time. If you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments down below. I am probably going to do an extensive video pretty soon, building up this place a little bit more. I'm not going to do that tonight, but you'll probably get that within the next few days to maybe a week tops. We'll see how it goes. Life's been a little hectic, but anyway, thanks for stopping in. I always appreciate you coming in, checking out my stuff, taking time out your day, just see what I'm doing, and hopefully this helped a little bit. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, you have a good evening, morning, or afternoon, whatever it is where you're at, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.